Are you ready, Southside? Because it's time to talk Lincoln High School athletics and activities on the Railsplitter Roundtable. The Railsplitter Roundtable is brought to you by Smitty's Tenderloin Shop. Now, live on the Railsplitter Radio Network is the voice of the Railsplitters, your one and only Todd Guessford.
And a good evening to you. Welcome to the Railsplitter Roundtable. Except, guess what? We're not at Smitty's Tenderloin Shop. We are on location tonight. It's homecoming week here at Lincoln, and we are going to be bringing you tonight the annual Powder Puff football game. This is a tradition that, boy, good grief, has gone on for over 50 years for sure, and it's a big deal, and it matches the senior girls against the junior girls. And joining me tonight, Serenity Memphis is here as always. Hi, Serenity. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Great to have you here. And joining me tonight, Serenity, I thought maybe you and Trinity both could kind of help me identify who some of the players are out there tonight. Trinity Kidder is here, and you're a junior as well, right, Trinity?
Yeah, I'm a junior.
Yeah, thanks for being here. Appreciate it. And
of course.
So, you know, everybody, we got a decent crowd here tonight. We're down at the new turf field behind Hutchins Stadium. That's where we are. We've got a camera. Hopefully it does not fail us here tonight. But and then you can see us there. There we are. Hi everybody. There we are. So Connor Bergloff is here tonight, so anyway, I don't know the players. I don't know the girls at all, so that's why Serenity and Trinity are mic'd up here, because they're going to tell me, you know, from time to time who's doing what. Now, in the spirit of this game, and by the way, this is all brought to you tonight by Smitty's Tenderloin Shop, located at 1401 Army Post Road. This is just a on-location version of the Railsplitter Roundtable here tonight. We moved it up a day so we could cover the event tonight. Were you girls? Did you girls see the parade?
I was a part of it.
I was in the parade.
Okay, how was it? How'd the parade go? It was a beautiful night for it, by the way.
It was good. It was good.
Mm-hmm.
And Serenity, you were in it, or you watched it? Yeah,
I was in it.
Okay, what float were you in, young lady?
I was in the student leadership float. We had all the student leaderships all together.
Makes sense. Okay, makes sense. All right, camera, stay with us tonight. Stay with us. Serenity knows we had it going for a while. It went pretty well most of the time in Indianola the other night, so hopefully it'll go with us tonight. Earlier, I had a chance to talk to some of the coaches. I talked to the senior coaches. I talked to Hassan Sirleaf and Damani Wesley, and just kind of gauging how they're feeling about tonight's matchup, and here's what they had to say. I'm talking with Hassan Sirleaf, one of the senior coaches for tonight's Powder Puff game. And Hassan, in addition to all the stuff that you're doing with the football team, you've been coaching the girls' senior squad here. And tell me how that's been going.
Really good. We have a very athletic group, good group of girls, hardworking. They really want to get into it, and yeah.
And you guys been practicing for a while too, haven't you?
Yes, sir. Since like the third week of school, they've actually wanted to practice more ever since then, and it's surprising because it wasn't like that last year.
You and Jetta, and you guys just don't have enough time to practice them all the time. You got to take care of your own business.
Yeah, but we still practice a good amount, like 4 times a week.
So, talk about the game tonight. What are some of the attributes of the senior team? Are they speed? They block well? Can you have anybody that can throw? Just tell me a little bit about the team.
We have an all-around amazing group. They can play defense. We scrimmaged the juniors a couple weeks back, they didn't get anything off of us. Yeah, offense too. My QB's amazing. So is a couple of my wide receivers are some players too. Yeah.
Give me some names.
Bomi Coyote, Jocelyn Berry, Monique Stonehawker, Kiana, Walla, Natalia, Mariana Green, and a couple more players.
Now, one of the things, and Damani's here too. We'll get Damani in on this real quick. One of the things that I see in these games all the time, and I've been watching these Powder Puff games for a long, long time. Always some kind of trick plays and special plays. You got any tricks in the bag tonight?
Oh, we won't need it. Trust me, we got it down.
Damani, good to see you. How you feeling about the big Powder Puff game tonight?
I feel great. I'm trying to win, keep on the legacy of the seniors beating the juniors, you know what I mean?
Well, that's the way it's got to be, right? I mean,
Yes,
senior
sir.
year. Seniors can't lose, right?
Yes, sir. We're trying to do what they did to us last year.
All right, guys, thanks for the time. Appreciate it.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
That Damani Wesley and her son Sirleaf, couple of seniors talking about the matchup tonight, and it's really interesting. We're going to hear from Nick Davis and Derek Dare here in just a minute. Girls, it's really interesting. Hassan and Damani had a much different take on that scrimmage that happened earlier this year.
Yeah.
So let's listen to what Nick and Derek had to say about all that. Nick Davis and Derek Dare, a couple of junior football players. Visiting with a couple of the junior football players who are coaching the junior Powder Puff team. We got Nick Davis and Derek Dare up here. And Derek, let's start with you. Juniors are always the underdog in this game. How you feeling about it tonight?
I feel mostly confident. I think they've been working, and we scrimmaged them once already. So everything was going good. So I think we got it. We got it most definitely.
And Nick Davis, I talked to Hassan and Damani, and they said, well, yeah, we had the scrimmage, but the juniors couldn't do very much against the seniors in that scrimmage. Is that how you saw that?
Nah, I saw that as a chance to prove ourselves and show what is really going to come tonight. And honestly, I think it's going to be a good game.
The juniors are always an underdog in this game, and I've had kids that have gone through this school and daughters that played in this game, and it seems like I'm not trying to create controversy here, but it seems like the officiating's always slanted a little more towards the seniors. Okay, so Derek, a lot of times the juniors have kind of some trick plays in their bag. You guys got any trick plays tonight?
Yeah, we got a couple. They're definitely gonna fall for it too. I'm not gonna lie.
Well, you can tell me. I won't tell anybody.
Like, you wanna know?
Sure.
All right, so we got some double handoffs. We got some. So we got our quarterback lining up at slot. Then we got him taking a pitch, and then it's a double pass. So there's a lot. We got a few. And I think our quarterback's got the arm to be able to throw the ball down the field, so it just comes down to the receiver catching the ball.
And how have these plays looked in practice, Nick?
We did pretty good. We're starting to look a lot better. Our QB's throwing the ball, and our wide receivers, they just need to catch the ball. That's pretty much it.
All right, guys, thanks for the time, man. Good luck.
Thank you.
All right, you too.
All right, that was Nick Davis and Derek Dare, a couple of juniors talking about the game tonight. And like I said, girls, they had kind of a different take on that scrimmage, didn't they, Serenity?
Yeah, they all had different.
Get that up there, honey, so they can hear you.
They all had different perspectives of it.
They were very opposite.
Now watch the video tonight. Usually, or in the past anyway, like the seniors would wear one color T-shirt and the juniors would wear a different color, but they're all gold tonight. So tell me, the seniors they have the red flags. Is that what her?
Yeah, the
Hassan
seniors
said?
have red flags and the juniors have gold flags.
Okay, well, folks, Todd doesn't know these kids. I know a few of them. I know Monique Stonehawker. I know Ella Faust, and a couple of basketball players. But I don't know a lot of these kids, so that's why Trinity and Serenity are up here tonight to help me figure this out. So It's going to be a lot of fun. We're looking forward to it. We're about 3 minutes away from the start of our 2025 Powder Puff football game, special edition of the Railsplitter Roundtable here tonight from the new turf field below Hutchins Stadium. We got a pretty good crowd. A lot of people milling along the fence here, waiting. The cheerleaders are here. Don't the cheerleaders look great?
They look amazing.
They look amazing.
Pan down, Trinity. Pan down. Show the cheerleaders to everybody. So
they look so amazing today.
There you go. Just push it down. There you go. Yeah, there they are. Don't they
Ignore
look
the
great?
bar.
Yep, they look great. So, yeah.
We even got one in a wheelchair.
All right.
Yep, we got Jack Brees in a wheelchair tonight.
That's dedication. All right, well, we are going to take a break. We'll come back. We'll have our start of our Powder Puff game here in just a moment, and we'll return right here on the Railsplitter Radio Network. A Southside landmark, Smitty's Tenderloin Shop makes the best tenderloins in the metro. Just ask CityView. They voted Smitty's the best tenderloin for 10 years running. The secret? They're made from scratch every single day. Try them along with the burgers, the made-from-scratch onion rings, fries, and cheese curds. When you call 515-287-4742, you can dine in or order online. Smitty's Tenderloin Shop at 1401 Army Post Road. Smitty says, eat a tenderloin.
We're talking all rails all the time. It's the Railsplitter Roundtable on the Railsplitter Radio Network.
All righty, we're back here at the new turf field below Hutchins Stadium, getting ready for the beginning of our Powder Puff scrimmage. And I don't know if we, I think we're doing a regular kickoff, are we? It kind of looks like
it looks like we're doing a kickoff.
Yeah, it kind of looks like the juniors are kicking off to the seniors here.
Mm-hmm.
So, how's homecoming week been, girls? How's it been?
Stressful for me. It's very stressful for me.
It's been pretty eventful for me.
Monday we didn't have great weather, so they moved the kickball game. That was last night, correct?
Yeah.
Was that?
No, we didn't do the kickball tournament last night. I think they're canceling it straight up.
Are they? Okay.
Yeah, because I was supposed to play in the kickball tournament.
I was too, and I haven't heard anything about it.
And it didn't. So it didn't happen last night, huh?
Nope, it did not happen last night.
And I know it didn't happen Monday night because of the weather. So, well, that's always. I've watched a few of those over there at the softball diamond. That's always hotly contested battles over there, isn't it?
Yes.
All right, well, we have Marcus Dunbar, the Railsplitter quarterback coach. He's out there. Jacob Hugan, receiver coach, out there. I'm getting the feeling that they are going to be the officials here tonight. So looks like we're just about ready to go. And feel free to zoom in maybe a little bit. Oh, they're on offense are the juniors, and a pass is completed. And her flag is grabbed right away. I'm not sure who made the catch and who made the tackle, girls. Help me here.
I did not see.
I'm trying to make out faces.
All right, well. Zoom in a little bit if you need to.
How do I do that?
Zoom's up there on the top.
At the top?
No, right there. Right there. Yep, that's it. Yep, that's it. Now just tilt it down a little bit. Nothing like live TV, folks. 2nd down and 5 at the 40. And Ella Faust is the quarterback, and her pass
was made
incomplete. Good looking ball, though, from Ella. And good coverage by the senior team out there. So 3rd down and 5 coming up. Juniors get the play from, who is that? Is that Braylon out there on the field?
I'm pretty sure.
It
probably
looks like him, but
it's either Braylon or Naz. I think it's Naz.
It looks like Braylon.
Here's a pass, Ella Faust pass incomplete, knocked away by one of the senior girls out there. Nice defensive play. So it's 4th and 5, and we won't have a punt. We'll just step it off, and Coach Hugan will step it off down. And, man, boy, that was a good kick. About a 35-yard punt. And Trinity, feel free to, scan in on the cheerleaders when just move the camera around a little bit, and let's get a shot of all the action here, and we'll I'll turn this this way so you can see a little bit what you're looking at there. So the seniors are going to have the football. Coach Hugan's trying to get everybody organized here. So 1st and 10 for the seniors on their own 25. We're glad you're with us here tonight on a special edition of the Railsplitter Roundtable. The annual Powder Puff football game, the parade to happen earlier this evening. A beautiful day for a parade. Man, temperatures low 70s, low to mid 70s. And it's a beautiful night for a Powder Puff football game here this evening. And of course, we'll have the homecoming coronation and pep assembly coming up on Friday. So 1st and 10 here for the seniors on their own 25-yard line. Who's the quarterback, girls?
Jocelyn Berry, it looks like.
Jocelyn Berry, back to throw. Pass is caught. Intercepted. It's intercepted. Who got the pick, girls? Who picked it off? Well, she made a nice play, I'll say that.
I cannot see her face, but I'm pretty sure that's one of our football girls.
Okay. So the seniors one play, and it didn't look like a bad throw from Jocelyn Berry. It just ended up in the wrong
hands.
In the wrong hands. There you go. Yeah. So the juniors are in plus field position here. They have it at the senior 40-yard line. 5:35 to go here, opening quarter. No score. And we seem to be having a little difficulty transitioning from offense to defense here. Our coaches.
Looks like the seniors are trying to deal with their flags.
Well, the juniors are ready to go. So 1st and 10 for the juniors on the seniors' 40-yard line. Who's the quarterback for the juniors, girls?
Ella Faust. Did they switch?
She's not in there right now. That's why I was asking. Here's a double reverse handoff, counter play, running with the football. Who's running with it? Help me, girls.
Ooh.
It was a nice gain, nice run, a little counter play there.
I know who that girl is. I just always forget her name.
Serenity, you're killing me here. You're killing
I'm
me.
not Serenity. That's Serenity.
Oh, Trinity. I thought it was Serenity that was talking to me. Sorry, Trinity. Sorry about that. It's a gain of 8 on the play. 2nd down and 2. And here's a handoff running around the right side, and 1st down yardage for the juniors. Wow, the juniors their bench is pretty fired up over there right now, girls. The senior bench, not so much. Juniors are on the move.
Oh, yeah. Us juniors, we bring the energy.
Yep. All right, well, the ball is spotted down at the senior 25-yard line. Cameras popping on and off occasionally. We apologize for that. First and 10. Try to level it out a little bit, Trinity, if you can, the field. Here's a first down play. They want to throw. Rush is on, and the pass is incomplete. Good pressure there. One of the senior linemen, I'm not sure who that was, but she did a, you guys know who that is? Feel free to shout the names out whenever you see them, okay? She's talking to Damani right now.
That looks like Balmy Coyote.
Okay. Well, she had a nice pass rush right there. 2nd and 10 at the 25. Who's the quarterback here, girls?
I'm pretty sure that might be Cherry.
Yeah, it's Cherry.
Okay. Cherry, what's Cherry's last name?
I don't know her last name off the top of my head.
Okay. All right. Well, the pass is incomplete.
She has a weird last name.
Okay. 3rd and 10. Hi, Serenity's mom. How are you? Good. Principal Praveen Banakani is here tonight talking to Phil Chi on the track. Always good to see Praveen. 3rd down and 10 for the juniors on the senior 25-yard line. Muhammad Darbo in the offensive backfield talking with, or fixing, I think, Ella Faust's flag, I think is what he's trying to do.
Yeah, Ella Faust's flag fell off.
She's back in at quarterback here, 3rd down and 10. Ella back to throw, throws it out, and it is incomplete. Yeah, that was a nice throw. That was a good 15, 20-yard throw right there.
That was a great throw.
Yeah. But the ball lands harmlessly to the ground. A senior player got her hands on it, but she could not make the interception. So the juniors will no doubt go for it here. 4th and 10 on the senior 25-yard line. Nick Davis trying to, I'm not sure what Nick was trying to do there, but
Nick has the coach's body going on right now.
Here's Ella back to throw, throws it out, ball is caught, and running with the football around the right side, still going, and they finally got her flag, but I think it was after she picked up the necessary yardage for a first down. And do we have a idea who that young lady was, ladies?
It was one of the football girls that made the yardage.
Well, it is a first down. I think. Did they make the necessary yardage to gain? Maybe they did not. I'm not sure where they grabbed the flag. The ball is at the 15-yard line. And the first quarter, I believe, the clock has run out. I believe the first quarter has come to an end here. So will we move down? Will we change ends, or what will we do here? Well, we're just going to continue here. Second quarter. They did pick up the necessary yardage. 1st and 10 for the juniors at the senior 15-yard line. Ella Faust in the shotgun formation. Gets a snap. And it's a double reverse handoff running around the right side for the juniors and going all the way for a touchdown. The juniors.
All right, juniors, that's what I'm talking about.
And that junior bench over there is excited. They have a 6-0 lead. That was a little counter play, double handoff in the backfield.
Just like Derek said.
Yeah, he called it. Did you girls happen to see who carried the football in for the touchdown by chance? No, you're killing me. You're just killing me.
I just can't see their faces. It's so far away.
You're just killing me. All right, well.
They do need numbers.
Yeah. But we also had to give these shirts last minute. Everyone was getting them today.
All right, well. Clock, tick, 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 tick. We're taking about a minute and a half, 2 minutes between every play. I think do the juniors get an opportunity to try a conversion here, or is it just, they get a 2-point try. So Naz Wybar is the designated snapper for the juniors, and Ella Faust directing traffic from the quarterback position. Zoom in if you can there, Trinity. Now Ella's going to keep it, and now she throws at the last minute, and it is incomplete. It's a little RPO there from Ella Faust.
Yep.
So, wow. Boy, Derek Dare and Nick Davis, they're not messing around tonight, huh?
No, they are not.
They're not. No, they are not. So
they want to get this W today.
Well, over the years, the series history between this junior and senior classes, the series history, girls, I'll have to tell you, it's about 95% of the time the seniors win.
Yeah.
Okay?
Yeah.
So
they won my freshman year, they won my sophomore year.
Yeah, and the seniors won last year, I believe. So it doesn't happen very often. Boy, there you go. Trinity getting some shots of our cheerleaders that are here tonight. That's great. Well, when we get back to action here, they ought to stop the clock for a minute because, we're just running off 2 or 3 minutes between every play. This game's going to be
super quick.
Going to be super quick is right. Yeah. So the seniors will have it when play resumes here. They'll have it on their own 35-yard line. They trail 6-0. And already just 6:40 to go here in this first half. We're going to have a special halftime show. We're going to have, I believe, last I knew, I think we're going to have some young grade school kids. There they are right over there. We're going to have a grade school scrimmage coming up here at halftime. Here's a reverse, and running to the near side, turning the corner, and down the sideline, still going, and finally an attempt to grab the flag, knocked down, clear down into junior territory inside the 30. Man.
This pull is not, this pull is so helpful right now.
Yeah, well, hello to the scaffolding. We're on scaffolding tonight, by the way, folks. This is where our broadcast position is. That was quite a run. Who ran the football there, girls?
That girl, I have no idea who she is.
I can't tell because of her ski mask she has on.
Well, they say she was out of bounds at midfield.
Yeah, I did see her foot go out a little bit.
So it's a gain of 15. And the seniors have it 1st and 10 at midfield. They trail 6-0. Chain gang's a little bit confused over there. Well, I tell you, the cheerleaders right now, girls, are kind of stealing the show, don't you think?
Oh, yeah. The cheerleaders are rocking it tonight.
They are fired up.
It's my favorite part of the whole event is the cheerleaders.
There you go, yeah. Yeah. They've probably been practicing too, huh?
Oh, they've been practicing so much.
I helped teach some of them how to fly.
Okay. 1st and 10 for the seniors at midfield. after a 15-yard gain. Here's the snap.
Jocelyn Berry.
Jocelyn Berry throws, and the pass incomplete.
Looks like she was trying to throw to Sammy, I think.
Okay. Sammy had it in her hands for a moment, but couldn't hang on. So 2nd and 10 at midfield. We want to let everybody know that we are going to be covering the coronation and pep assembly on Friday afternoon. Railsplitter Radio Network will be there. We won't be doing a whole lot of talking. We'll just be having the camera on and letting the show speak for itself, and we'll be on the air about 2:15 or so. It's supposed to start about 2:30, and then we'll get all packed up, and we'll head over to Mediacom Stadium, and we will bring you all the accounts and descriptions of the big football game Friday night between the Railsplitters and the Urbandale Jayhawks. Will be on the air about 5:45. Coach Alessio is up here, so we'll give him a mic so we can talk to Coach a little bit. Here's Jocelyn Berry back to throw. Pass is caught, and nice tackle there by, was that Ella Faust? She made a nice tackle at about the 42-yard line, grabbed the flag, and ended up being only a gain of 8. Could have been much more than that. Good evening, Coach. How are you?
Mr. Gessert, how are you tonight?
Hey, I'm up here doing powder puff football, man. Get up a little closer there, Tom.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
Doesn't get better than powder puff football.
I'll tell you.
Homecoming week.
Yeah.
We've got some physical girls out there.
Yeah, I tell you. Yeah, and your challenge this week with everything going on is trying to manage the distractions this week.
Yes, sir. You can say that over and over.
And how has that gone so far, Coach?
I'm trying very hard to keep everybody focused, but I want them to enjoy their homecoming week as well. But we're getting our work done. We're getting prepared the way we need to. Just might have to go a little bit longer tomorrow night.
Yep. All right, 2nd and 2 at the 42. Jocelyn Berry, the quarterback, wants to throw, throws it out, and incomplete. I've got to Trinity and Serenity up here, and I'm trying to get them to help me tell me who these girls are, and they're only batting about 50%. Coach,
you got to stay on top of Trinity. You just got to keep the hammer down on her at all times.
Man, wow, Trinity, where'd that come from, man?
Because I don't show up to practice.
Oh, okay.
See that, huh?
Okay, well, yeah.
Like one of the kids.
Yeah. Okay. All right.
Hey, at least I show up to all the games.
That you do.
All right. Big play here for the seniors. 4th and 2. They're in plus territory at the junior 42-yard line. Tom, obviously none of us liked what happened last Friday night, and you just have to kind of have to try to move on from that. And the kids pretty good. I mean, they're excited this week. It's homecoming and stuff, but the attitude been pretty good.
The attitudes have been good. We tried to bring them back to a level square, right? And look at the opportunity we have in front of us. Of course, being homecoming, and you want to defend your homecoming all the time. So we tried to get everybody back on the same page, and I think we have. I think they're locked in. We had a really good Monday and Tuesday night. Tonight was a little rushed because of the parade, but we'll put in a little more work tomorrow night to catch up for that.
Well, that was a nice run by that senior running back. She made a nice little spin move there, Tom.
A little spin, yeah.
And she picked up the first down and then some. Been enjoying the cheerleaders tonight, Tom.
My right tackle's one of them, so it kind of scares me a little bit.
Yeah. All right. Well, Tom, Urbandale, you watch them on tape, man. They're Pete Traynor. He wants to play physical football. He wants to play bully ball, as Larry Gamlin likes to call it, and
he's doing a pretty good job of it, too.
Yeah, they haven't been able to do that against maybe the Valleys and the Centennials of the world, but they've been doing it against everybody else, haven't they?
Right. So, and like him, as well, talking to me for all these weeks, that's what we want to be. So that's been our emphasis this week, right? Getting off the ball and getting our head placement right. So, we want to try and match with it. I think on most weeks we're going to be faster than our opponent. So once again, we just got to get off the ball and use our speed to our advantage.
And, find a way, Tom, to stop hurting ourselves. That's just, if you had to say one thing about the season, that'd kind of be it, wouldn't it? Don't you think?
It would. Yeah, we're our own worst enemy at this point. Although one step forward is we didn't have many penalties last Friday night. But I don't know if there was enough time to get penalties or not. But some of the other undisciplined play, we've got to cut that stuff out. We got to stay ahead of the sticks. Just play one play at a time, focus football, and stay physical and stay aggressive. And I think good things can happen.
Yeah, and we don't want any unsportsmanlike penalties and that kind of thing. And we had some of those earlier in the year when we had adversity. The other night, we didn't have any of those, Tom. So if there was some growth anywhere, I thought it was there.
Yeah, culture change is a slow moving thing, and playing football the Southside way does not mean we take cheap shots and get unsportsmanlike. It means you play physical, aggressive football, and so that's been slow as we go, right? But I think the kids are starting to buy into that a little bit, and hopefully no more unsportsmanlike. It's uncalled for. It's undisciplined football, and that's not what we're teaching here.
Absolutely. 2nd and 10 from the 35, and a little reverse there, and good job by a junior player to come over there and make the tackle. Do we happen to know who that was?
I did not get to
Trinity.
see her. It was the back
there.
of her
Let's
head,
go.
man. I can't tell who's who
Serenity.
with the back of their heads.
What do you got? You got it? Who was it? Did you see who it was?
So you got to remember, I cannot see from far away, so making out faces is not my go-to right now.
Okay, all right. Well, that's new information. I didn't know that, but that's fine. So, anyway, it's 3rd down. Juniors are
up 6-0.
Yeah, they are.
Nice couple plays down there on the.
I just saw an
end zone.
I just saw an ESPN upset alert on my phone here.
Don't get me excited here. I got to check. There's something else big going on tonight.
Well, running with the football and all the way, touchdown.
That was Bomi Coyote.
Bomi Coyote. Wow. That was a 35-yard touchdown run, and she made some nice moves.
A couple spin, a couple
did.
Yeah. Taryn Alessio's volleyball player, Bomi there.
There you go.
Getting up the field.
There you go. So the game is tied at 6. We got just 7 seconds to go here before halftime. So the senior bench is a little more excited. Junior bench quieting down a little bit after that score. Tom, I watch Urbandale on tape. Landon Rennan, man, they like to have the ball in his hands a lot, and I can see why. He does a lot of good things.
He's a really good player, and I think we're gonna. Our philosophy is we're just gonna try and keep a body on him all night. Where he goes, we're gonna have somebody going in hopes to slow him up, and then we can swarm to the tackle, right? But he's a nice player, no doubt about it. And we're gonna have to play serious disciplined football in order to slow him down.
And Jackson Sturtevant's pretty good back too.
Yes, he is. They have a nice team. They have a very nice team. Coach is doing a good job with them over there. They're big across the line, a lot bigger than what I thought from watching them a little bit on tape earlier in the season. But they're big across the line too. And like I said, I think we need to use our speed to our advantage, hit them gaps when we're on defense, and keep an eye on the quarterback, have someone follow him around and then swarm to the ball. It's a great opportunity. It's for us to get better. It's to be the suburb school, bring a little pride. Wasn't so long ago, maybe a little while ago. We played Urbandale on, I think we beat them 15-13 out in Johnson Stadium one night. Might have been the last city school to be the suburb school. Maybe Roosevelt got Waukee a few years after that, but it's been about the last 2 games where city schools competed. But we're going to go out and compete. We're going to lay it on the line, throw the chips on the table, and let's see if we can get after it.
Well, bad news about Damani. Looks like he's not going to be able to go, and that's unfortunate. He's a senior, and a really good kid.
So we eventually not eventually, I think here in the next week or so he's going to get an MRI. He's got a pocket of swelling underneath his kneecap, which is never good, So he's just, he says he wants to play next week. Of course, everybody wants to play next week, but I'm going to have to question that right now at this point.
Well, and his brother, Davon has stepped in and done a really nice job, and he gives you, and nothing against Damani, but Davon's a little faster, and he gives you, and he's got power. Tank's got some power too.
So where Bear's going to run you over, I think Tank's going to put his foot in the ground and hit that quick jump cut or whatever. But yes, Tank will hit you with some power too. So we don't drop off much there, although Bears had a great year, we're not going to miss a beat of fullback with Tank there.
Well, it'd be nice to, keep him off balance a little bit, and we had difficult running outside against Indianola last week,
we did.
But maybe we can block him a little better this week, Coach.
So I can tell you, the Monday and Tuesday, and even what little practice time we got today has been about our assignments, and everybody knows we want to run to the outside, so we're really trying to break down who we're blocking when we're running those type of plays. And you know what? The kids have made the changes I think that were needed, and once again, I think we have a great opportunity to execute some of those plays that we did earlier in the year.
Final play of the first half. Juniors run the football. Nice defensive play by one of the seniors there in the backfield. Who was that?
Sorry, that was me.
Okay. All right, well, we have a halftime score of 6-6, I believe, and we're going to have – Coach, tell me, I know we got some young kids out here coming on the field to do a little scrimmage. Tell me about these kids a little bit.
So, Coach Lewis Fondren takes care of our 5th, 6th, and 7th grade teams. And our 6th grade team has really had a really nice year. I mean, beating all the teams in the city. I'm talking the Valleys, the Waukees, the Urbandales of the world. I think he just wanted to come out here and showcase them a little bit tonight. The 7th grade team as well has had some they may have lost 1 or 2, but they've really had a nice year as well. So I just give them a chance to showcase them and make them feel like they're part of our program, which they are.
Well, they're a big part of our program going forward. We need that's kind of where it all starts, isn't it, Tom? In the lower ranks, you build them up, get people excited, and then you get them to the high school level, and then there we go.
And here's the steps we've taken with the middle school program: is they're running our offense, they're running our defense, and the coaches are buying into that are doing that. So that moving forward, you're not going to enter high school and that stuff's all foreign language to you. They'll have a concept of what we're doing. And then it's up to me and my staff to round that and make it a little bit better. There's a rocket, and up the field, there's some speed.
Who is that young man, Tom? Do you know?
I'm not sure. I don't see a long ways away very well anymore.
You weren't talking about anybody in particular up here in the booth here, were you, Coach?
I won't take offense to it.
All right. Okay. All right. Well, and how many games? It's been a while since I've been around this level of football, but how many games do they play?
They have a 7-week schedule, I believe, and then Lou gets them involved in a couple of after-season tournaments. The 8th grade, they ended their season last night with a nice group too. I think they went 5-1. They played 6 games as well. So we've got a good group of kids coming there. coming up next year. They'll join us as freshmen. So I might poach Coach Lou next year. So we're going to have to see if we're going to do something different there. I'd like him to be with us.
His freshman son is going to be a player for you, too.
His freshman son is going to be a real nice player. And talk about physical and just fearless and, just youth on his got right now, right? So he's just not quite ready for the varsity level. But he's going to see substantial playing time next year. He'll be a high impact player for us.
And Von Anthony Fleming is a kid that may see some bright light time tomorrow night, right?
May see some bright light time tomorrow night or Friday night.
Friday night. I'm sorry. Yeah.
We've kind of worked him in on defense when we got some different switching around going on. So, look at here, wide open. Oh, missed him. But yes,
go ahead and put this on, Coach. That'll be a little easier for you there. Thank you.
There we go.
There we go. Yeah. So.
Both AJ and the Anthony are certainly bedrocks where that's where we want to start molding our program with players like that. The great thing about those two kids is, first and foremost, they're so coachable. It's not even funny. But during the summer, they didn't miss a day in the weight room. So I know they're dedicated to what we got going on, but this boy's got some speed. I like it.
Yeah, can you run the camera for me there, Serenity? Thank you, honey.
So, yes, I'm excited about both those young men. We've got another young man. His name's Fiji, or he goes by Fiji. I can't actually say his name, but he's gonna be one of those type players too. We get him bought in the weight room. He didn't show up until we actually started fall camp. He wasn't with us through the summer. But the freshman team, I think seriously has.
Yeah, let's talk about the freshman team. I was gonna ask you about that. How I know they had a win or two early, I think, and how they've been improving a lot, right?
They have. Now, they play the same schedule we do, so they've taken their lumps as well. Our numbers started off really good at the freshman level. We were at like 35, and they're playing with like 22 kids right now. And of course, the linemen
have to go both ways.
They have to go both ways. We get injuries, and the fill-in or the backups aren't quite there yet. We'll get there, just not quite there. So, but we've got a great group of kids. If they stick together, and I keep telling them this, they stick together, they're going to be very good by the time we leave.
All right. Well, you look at the remaining schedule. Urbandale tomorrow night, and coaches don't look ahead; broadcasters do. But you know how that goes. But
right.
And then we got East a week from Friday, and that we'll certainly have an opportunity there, and
right.
And then we'll see Valley over at Valley Stadium in week 9, and they are I'm sure as advertised. Although
right.
I think the best team in 5A, Tom, everybody's telling me is
Waukee Northwest.
Yes, absolutely, and Liberty out of Iowa City was good early, I think, but they're 5-1 now. But
Johnston beat them.
Yeah, the Wolves are the only team that are unbeaten in 5A.
Right. They've. I haven't talked to Anthony Byer, who graduated from here and played for us and coached with us for a few years. He's the D-line coach out there. I haven't had a chance to talk to him since the season started. Yeah, I think they got it going on. Yeah, Valley is as advertised. I've obviously watched them on tape, and we played Thursday night when they played Indianola down there, and they're pretty good.
So you got to see him in person.
I got to see him in person. Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah.
But hey, you know what? We're gonna put our hand in the dirt. We'll line up against anybody and roll the dice.
They put their pants on one leg at a time, just like everybody else.
They certainly do. They certainly do.
And Valley Stadium's always a fun place to. I mean, maybe not how the game goes,
right.
but it's a beautiful facility.
It is a nice facility. Probably serve you a little dinner up there in the booth too.
Well, last time we were there, I was there a couple of years ago, and I don't remember dinner, but it was pretty good hospitality. Gary Swenson, I've known Gary for 40 years,
Yeah,
a long time
right.
Hall of Fame coach for Valley, and I keep asking him every year, after the season, I'm like, Gary, how many more? And he's like, well, Todd, as long as I love it and my family's okay with it, I'm going to keep doing it.
Right.
But and then, after the season's over, Tom, then it's back to, getting kids in the weight room, and that's where Tyler has really
excelled.
He's done a great job for you.
He's done a great job. We'll probably take a couple weeks and reevaluate things and talk to coaches and kind of see how much time we want to get the kids off. We want to identify what other sport, if they're wrestling or if they're playing basketball, because going into this off season will be my first full year off season, right? Not coming in mid-year. There's going to be some accountability issues for people that aren't playing other sports, and we're going to hold them to the grindstone and make them be accountable for their, for the stuff they're doing and checking on their grades and making sure they're going to class and everything we talk about changing the culture. We're gonna put our foot down full force and try and monitor that as best we can.
All right, sir. Well, thank you for coming up to see me, and love our little scaffolding broadcast booth here.
We've been clear up top and filmed a couple practices.
Yeah.
That works out pretty good once in a while there.
Yeah. And wouldn't this, Tom, we got work to do with funding and everything, but, man, wouldn't it be incredible to bring football back to the south side here at this field right here? Wouldn't that be incredible?
Unbelievable. Listen, everybody knows it's played high school football. Now, the Mediacom Stadium is phenomenal. It's great. It's a great facility. But there is something about defending your turf that resonates in high school football player. It resonates in high school football coaches, right? You always want to defend your turf. It would be hopefully in the near future we can throw some stadium seating up around there and defend our turf once again.
Because you practice on this every day, you like it, right?
I love it.
Do the kids like it?
Kids love it. Yep. We use it. We use it every day.
So, all right, sir. Well, thank you, and thanks for all you do for me all season long. And
all right.
we will see you on Friday afternoon.
Sounds good. Go Rails.
All right, Tom Alessio, Lincoln's head football coach, with us here, stopping up here in our scaffolding press box here at the turf field here below.
Big Cubs win.
Oh, Cubs win. Okay. So they have evened that series, forcing a Game 5 against Milwaukee. Second half is underway here, and the seniors have the football first. It's a 6-6 tie, and running around the right side over there on the edge near the sideline. Seniors running with the football, and we'll see where they spot it. Looks like it's a gain of about 7 or 8. This is a 6-6 tie here as we start quarter number 3. It was a gain of 8 on the play, so second down. Here's
Samaya with the ball.
Okay, and nice tackle. Was that Ella that made that?
Yep, that was Ella Faust.
And they spot it right up near where they spot it, midfield. And nope, they spotted a yard short, girls. So it's here's a big 3rd down and 1 coming up for the seniors. Juniors scored first. Seniors came back and tied the game with about 7 seconds to go before halftime on about a 35-yard touchdown run. Jetta Hubbard and her son Sirleaf trying to direct traffic out there for the seniors. Is that Monique at quarterback there, Stonehawker? Girls?
I think so, yeah. That's Monique.
Looking forward to watching her play basketball this winter. 3rd and 1 at the 49.
Oh, my Lord.
Stonehocker takes, they pitch it to Monique. It was a wildcat play, and now Stonehocker way over the line of scrimmage and then throws the football, but I think somebody grabbed her flag before that happened. It is a first down, says Jacob Hugan. 1st and 10 for the seniors. No, now that was a situation where you could have thrown a flag there because she threw the ball forward past the line of scrimmage, but that's that officiating I'm talking about, Serenity, that, it always kind of slants towards the seniors a little bit, You hear what you picking up what I'm putting down there?
Yeah.
That's all you got is yeah?
Yep. That's all I got.
All right.
They favoritize the seniors because of them graduating.
Well, that makes sense, right? Like
Yeah,
I
that
said,
makes 100%
like I said earlier, in the
sense.
history of this game, I think the juniors have won like maybe 3% of the time. Okay.
Though last year's Powder Puff game, the juniors won.
Did they really?
Yes.
I thought the seniors won.
Yeah.
No, the juniors won by a touchdown.
Stonehocker wants to throw, throws it out, and incomplete. Pretty good coverage by the juniors out there on that pass play. Trinity Kidder and Serenity Memphis are up here with me in the broadcast booth, and Serenity will be with me on Friday night at Mediacom Stadium. We'll have Lincoln and Urbandale. We'll be on the air 5:45 with the Build Lincoln Higher Club pregame show. Prior to that, we're going to have coverage of the homecoming coronation and pep assembly on Friday afternoon at 2:30 in the Melbow and Roundhouse Arena John Carl Court. We'll be on the air about 2:15 or so. Second and 10, I believe, at the 44-yard line for the seniors. They're on the juniors' 44-yard line.
Juniors are all set up, ready to go.
Seniors have a little trouble getting the plays in and out. It's a good thing we don't have a game clock. They'd be getting delay a game all the time. Here's Stonehocker. Monique wants to run.
Open. She's
running.
At the 40. She's running.
And nice tackle again. Was that Ella Faust again with another? Boy, Ella. She is right now looking like maybe the Lynn Automotive player of the game. Serenity, what do you think, huh?
Yeah, I can see that.
Yeah, she's
Get her a jersey. Put her on the team.
Yeah, she's made several nice tackles. Looking forward to watching her compete during the basketball season here. Saw Coach Dominic Shirley down on the sideline earlier. It is 3rd and 5 for the seniors. They have it in plus territory at the junior 40-yard line. 4:20 to go here, third quarter. It is a 6-6 tie in our 2025 Powder Puff football game. Glad you're with us here on the Railsplitter Radio Network. Stonehocker takes a snap, fakes, now hands it off, running to the near sideline, and now cutting back, going way back behind the line of scrimmage, being chased, and now down the near sideline and out of bounds she goes. And I don't know if she got back to the original line of scrimmage or not. She may have picked up a yard.
That was Samaya running the ball.
Who was that?
Samaya.
Samaya, okay.
I do not know her last name.
Yeah, she cut back. I think she thought she could go around the other way, Trinity, but the juniors did a good job of kind of fencing her in.
Juniors were very good at pushing her out wide to the out-of-bounds area.
Yeah. Spoken like a couple of true juniors, so yeah. Hey, for the record, folks, I tried to get a couple of seniors up here, and I was unsuccessful, and I I twisted Trinity's arm and got her up here, you know, and then Serenity shows up like she always does, and
our amazing Powder Puff cheerleader boys.
Well, they're doing a nice job, aren't they?
They are doing fantastic.
Yes.
Though one of them needs to pull down his shirts.
Oh, okay, yeah. Well, timeout was taken here by the seniors, so let's take a break ourselves. We'll pause for a moment. We'll return. 6-6 tie here with 2:49 to go, third quarter. We'll return. This is a on-location special edition of the Railsplitter Roundtable. We'll be right back here on the Railsplitter Radio Network.
A proud sponsor of Lincoln High School Athletics, Smitty's Tenderloin Shop at 1401 Army Post Road makes the best tenderloins in the metro. That's because they're made from scratch every single day. But Smitty's also has delicious cheeseburgers, bacon burgers, and chili burgers. And the fan favorite shakes are a must-have when you order your sandwich. Dine in, order online, or call 515-287-4742. And remember, Smitty says, eat a tenderloin.
Todd Guestford loves Lincoln High School so much, he bleeds maroon and gold when he cuts himself shaving. This is the Railsplitter Roundtable on the Railsplitter Radio Network.
And we're back here at the new turf field below Hutchins Stadium here on the campus of Lincoln High School. Special edition of the Railsplitter Roundtable tonight. Railsplitter Roundtable, of course, brought to you by Smitty's Tenderloin Shop, 1401 Army Post Road. We'll be back there next week on Thursday night, and we'll have some bevy of guests for you to talk to as we will be getting ready next week for the Lincoln East football game, the border war between those two teams, which is always a very emotional affair.
One of our biggest rivals, except Roosevelt.
Yeah. And North, you know. I mean,
North,
yeah,
yep.
The city school, you know, the city school thing, you know, we beat Roosevelt to start the year. You thought, hey, we're going to win the city, and then the North game didn't go very well, but Roosevelt has beaten East, and I don't know if they played North yet or not, but it's a situation where if we can beat East, we will be 2-1 against the city schools. All right, we're ready to go. Here's a big 4th down and 5, and Stonehawker's going to keep it, and Monique's got the first down and more, and she is tackled
by Ella Faust.
Ella Faust. Boy, Ella Faust has been all over this field tonight. She has made about every tackle for the junior class, and she is
rocking it tonight.
Yeah, she got Monique got her flag, but not till she got it down to the 30-yard line and picked up enough yardage for the first down. So the drive continues for the senior class. 2:15 and counting here in the third quarter. We are tied at 6. Juniors scored first. Seniors came back and scored right before halftime. And the seniors have had the football the entire third quarter. Clock doesn't stop, so we're 10-minute quarters. We're already down to a minute 42 to go here in the third quarter, so some serious time of possession going on here for Hassan Sirleaf and Damani Wesley's team. First down, here's Stonehawker, wants to throws it out in the flat, and the pass is incomplete. Not sure who the intended receiver was there, girls. Was that Bonnie Coyote?
I think that's Bomi Coyote.
Boney Coyote?
Meant for Bomi.
Bomi? Is that how it's pronounced? Bomi Coyote?
Yeah.
Okay. She might have been the intended receiver, and She was not able to make the catch, so it'll be second down and 10 coming up. And we're under a minute to go here in the third quarter. I wonder if the Powder Puff game has ever ended in a tie. I don't know. I don't know.
I think there was, and then they went into overtime. I think I remember being there for that one.
Okay, so it didn't end in a tie then. I'm just saying that they're going to have, we'll have an overtime session or something if that happens. Here's an inside handoff and running around the left side with room to run. She stepped out of bounds back at about the 16-yard line. But a good run. Who was that young lady? She showed some real speed there.
I think her name is Marquis. I know for sure that she is a volleyball player. That's all I know about her.
Well, that was a nice run. And she picked up the first down to about the 16-yard line. Want to mention, I haven't had a chance to mention this tonight, but the homecoming court. Want to mention the homecoming court here, and recognize those young men and young ladies. The girls are Tink Gaucher, Jocelyn Berry, Suzanne West, Daphne Abramson, and Carmen Garth. Those are the senior girls. For Queen and for King, it is K2 Saw, Tristan Miller, Cadell Richardson, Hudson Wheelock, and Breelon Darnall. So those are the Queen and King candidates respectively. Good luck to those 10 seniors on Friday afternoon. We'll find out who the 2025 King and Queen will be here at Lincoln High School. Well, 3 quarters are in the books, and it's a 6-6 tie. We'll take a break. We'll return right here on the Railsplitter Radio Network.
Hey everybody, Todd Guestford here. I'm a tenderloin guy, and I get my tenderloins at Smitty's Tenderloin Shop, located at 1401 Army Post Road. Smitty's made-from-scratch tenderloins have been voted City View's best for 10 years running. But don't just take my word for it. Come and experience Smitty's yourself. We'll be there Thursday nights for the Railsplitter Roundtable during the high school football and basketball seasons. Order online or call 515-287-4742. And remember, Smitty says, eat a tenderloin.
You've heard of Murphy's Law. Todd Guestford has Todd Logic. It's a term his wife Kim came up with a few years ago, and wow, is she regretting that. This is the Railsplitter Roundtable on the Railsplitter Radio Network.
Todd Guestford, Trinity Kidder, and Serenity Mefford up here with you in the scaffolding at the new turf field below Hutchins Stadium. Here's seniors on the attack. Here's a pass play and incomplete. A little bit of a wobbly throw that time, but it looked like juniors, I don't know who that was. One of the juniors had a chance to pick that off, but didn't do it, so the pass is incomplete. 2nd and 10 coming up. We are tied at 6. No scoring in that third quarter. And the juniors have yet to possess the football here in the second half. The seniors have had it the whole time. They've been kind of stingy, Serenity. What's up with that?
I don't know, Todd. I don't know.
I think their game strategy is to not let the juniors touch the ball, just in case of them running the ball down the field.
Yeah, that not a bad strategy, huh? 2nd and 10. Here's a handoff, and now running with the football. And did she get in the end zone? Did she get in? Touchdown.
For the seniors.
Touchdown for the seniors. Somebody grabbed her shirt and kind of spun her around, but they didn't get her flag. And she goes in. I don't know. Love to know who that was that scored. But a celebration going on in the end zone. In the north end zone, and the seniors have scored 12 unanswered here, and it's a 12-6 game. Juniors are finally going to get the football, you know?
I know.
Seniors haven't been playing fair, Serenity. What do you think?
They never play fair, Todd. They never play fair.
You never.
I mean, it's
Trinity
true.
spoken like a true junior, you know?
I mean, it's true.
Thought that way since I was a freshman.
We prioritize the seniors.
Yep.
Well, I guess it should be all about the seniors, but, you know, when you're a junior, you want to win this game, right? So
Yeah.
Prove that you're the better class.
There you go. All right, well, the seniors are going to go for 2 here. And we'll see what they have cooked up. Here's a handoff. No, it's a fake handoff and a pass in the end zone. And incomplete. Boy, they faked the reverse. And then the pass was a pretty good throw in the end zone, just was not caught. And it's incomplete, so the PAT fails. And it is a 12-6 game here, and the juniors will have it 1st and 10 on their own 40-yard line. Coach Hugan and Coach Dunbar trying to get the seniors out there on the field. They're taking a lot of time in between plays. That might be another strategy too. You know, the clock's running. You just you take your time, get down on the field, right? You know, all these little inside things that kind of slant towards the seniors a little bit, girls.
Little tiny moves to make sure they guarantee that win and they take it home.
Well, we'll see what kind of answer the juniors have. They'll have it 1st and 10 on their own 40-yard line. Tick, 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 tick. 6:03 to go in the game. Ella Faust is the quarterback.
Looks like Derek is snapping the ball.
And Ella takes a snap. Here's an inside handoff, running around to the near side and out of bounds up near about the 48-yard line. Who was running there, girls? Do you happen to see who that was?
That was Corlin. I don't know her last name.
Okay. Well, she had a nice run of 8 yards on 1st down. Meanwhile, the cheerleaders continue to just keep the crowd enthused, I tell you. Girls, I can tell they've been practicing.
The cheerleaders?
Yeah. That's what I'm talking about, Trinity. I think, do you think they practiced a little bit or not? Or do you think they're just making it up as they go tonight?
Oh, no, I know they were hard at practice.
They've been working hard at practice. They want to be all perfect for the Powder Puff game. They do not want to disappoint any of the cheerleading girls that are playing tonight.
Some of them had to kind of squeeze into those outfits a little bit too, you know, that wasn't
Yeah.
Some of them.
2nd and 2 at the 48. And now
Ella Faust and go ahead into Corlin.
And the pass over the middle is intercepted. Intercepted.
And she's on the run.
And she's running.
Is that Boney Coyote?
I believe so.
Yes, that is Bomi.
Bomi Coyote. She had a big pick. Should have been a false start because the juniors took off before the play was snapped, but seniors don't care. They got the pick, and Damani Wesley doing a little celebration dance at midfield. So that's a big turn of the events. The seniors get it right back. And now with 3:47 to go, girls, they could just run clock, you know?
Nope.
Yeah, they can just run clock and get it over with.
They could just keep going with their 1 minute until they're back out on the field.
The juniors are back out there. They're waiting on the seniors, and, you know, and I think the seniors have decided to take a timeout here. Coach Hugan is stopping the clock. No, it's the juniors that have actually called time. So the clock stops here with 3:24 to go. And we're going to take a break ourselves. We'll come back. We are coming to you live from the new turf facility below Hutchins Stadium, a special edition of the Railsplitter Roundtable. Tonight we're on location, and we're covering the 2025 Powder Puff football game. And we'll be right back right here on the Railsplitter Radio Network.
City View's best tenderloin for 10 years running. Smitty's Tenderloin Shop is just one of those places on the south side that everyone knows and loves. Family owned and in business since 1953, Smitty's makes their tenderloins and onion rings from scratch every single day. Dine in or order out by calling 515-287-4742. Smitty's Tenderloin Shop at 1401 Army Post Road. Smitty says, eat a tenderloin.
Do you know all the words to the Lincoln Fight song? Todd Guessford does, but please don't ask him to sing it. The only key he sings in is Z flat. This is the Railsplitter Roundtable on the Railsplitter Radio Network.
Z flat, I got a couple more keys than that, let me tell you, all right? I'm going to have to talk to Bree Chaplin about that. Who writes that stuff? I'm telling you. All right, well, Todd here with Serenity and Trinity, and really, girls, again, I really appreciate you both being here tonight. Thanks for being here with me, and hope you're having fun.
I'm having a great time. These cheerleaders are amazing entertainment. And the game as well.
Now,
I feel like the cheerleaders are taking over the game
Yeah,
more.
the cheerleaders always take over the game.
Mainly because we always love seeing the boys in their cheerleading outfits.
Yep, yeah, and them trying to remember all the chants and being very stiff with it.
Though they're doing pretty well tonight with all their dances. Yeah.
First down play for the seniors, running with the football. And a tackle was made. And the juniors, I think, are going to stop the clock. They're trying to preserve as much time as they can. No gain on the play, I don't believe. The ball at the junior 40-yard line. Clock stopped here with 2:27 to go. Well, homecoming always a big deal at every school, but it's really a big deal at Lincoln. And a lot of great homecoming traditions. Tell me a little bit, girls, tell me real quick a little bit about the pep assembly. I haven't been to one in a while. So tell me some of the things that you guys know might be happening on Friday.
So being in leadership, I can only have a little bit of say of what we're going to do, but there's going to be games. Most likely, we always have games. They're our best thing ever. We're going to probably have the football players do something for the homecoming game. Not 100% sure. I wasn't there when they made the script, but I'm sure there will be very much excitement and maybe some chants from the cheerleaders and all that fun stuff.
And all the pageantry of
the coronation. Yep, the coronation too. Figuring out who that will be, who the king and queen will be. We all can hope and pray of who we want, but it's all up to whoever wins.
Now, do the seniors just vote for that, or is that a school thing?
I believe it's just the seniors that vote for it. Okay. I'm not 100% sure on that, though.
Trinity, what do you know about that?
I'm pretty sure it's juniors and seniors that vote. And the freshmen and sophomore vote for their own.
Seniors running the football here and running around and all over the field, and nice tackle made at about the 30-yard line. But
I want to say that's Tink.
Is that Tink Gaucher maybe?
I believe so.
Well, she had a nice run right there. She kind of weaves her way. She goes right, then she goes left.
Oh, yeah, she's quick.
So the ball is at see where they spot it. I think they spot it at the 31-yard line. It was a gain of 9, so it's a 3rd and 1, but the time element's a problem now for the juniors. Pass over the middle is incomplete, but the clock doesn't stop on an incomplete pass, so.
The clock never stops unless you are doing a timeout.
So 4th and 1. Seniors can pretty much lock this game up if they pick up a yard here, but even if they don't, the juniors are going to have very little time to try to make a rally here.
Yeah. Minute and 5 seconds left in the game.
Who's going to hike it? Minute to go. Here's the snap. And the reverse. Running around. Now it's a reverse pass, and it's caught.
Samaya catches it.
And that should wrap it up. Boy, that was a nice play right there.
That was a great play.
Pass. And that is pretty much, we got clock stopped here with 47 seconds left, but they're going to move the sticks. So it's going to be, the earth will stay on its axis, girls. The seniors are going to win the game. If the juniors win, it's like the earth kind of falls off or something, So it's, in other words, what I'm trying to tell you, I know you're disappointed, but you'll have your opportunity next year,
100%.
And
watch me get up on that field.
I'm definitely going to be playing next year.
Are you? Okay. All right. All will be right with the world. The seniors are all appearances here. They're just a couple of snaps or maybe just one snap away from salting this game. I wonder if Damani and Jen and those guys showed the girls' victory formation. I'll bet they didn't. And I don't even know who the cheerleaders are cheering for, but they have been.
I think they're more of a crowd entertainment.
There's one of our Coco people, Tristan Miller.
And we got Cadell Richardson all the way at the end.
There's Cadell.
Yeah.
And we got K2 up there as well.
All right, so several of our homecoming court are in the cheerleading uniforms tonight. Here's a pass over the middle. It's caught for a touchdown. Wow. So the seniors are going to win this game going away. It's 18-6 with 41 seconds to go. So the juniors scored first in this game in the first quarter. But the seniors came back and scored with about 7 seconds to go before halftime, and then they got the football first to start the second half and drove it down the field and scored. And I think the juniors have only run like 2 plays the entire half with the running clock and everything. They have only, and the second play that they ran was they threw an interception. So for my junior partners up here in the broadcast booth, not a whole lot to cheer about here in the second half, I guess, right, girls?
We haven't had the ball that much. Seniors have been hogging it.
Those darn seniors, they're hogging the ball.
Can't
those
believe
gosh
them.
darn seniors, man.
Can't believe them. They don't want to share.
Well, you girls will get your shot next year,
And we're going to kill it, and we're going to beat the class of 28.
I'll be a wide receiver, catching all of them balls, getting every single touchdown. No one will touch me.
Okay, all right.
Keep my word on that one.
Okay, all right. Trinity Kidder, she is going to be a factor in next year's game.
Oh, yeah, I'm going to be speedy.
You heard it here, folks. Heard it here first.
Going to be nice and speedy.
So the juniors will have.
Here's our principal joining in on to cheer.
I'm pretty sure. Yep, there he is.
Okay, Benicati.
Now there he is, Praveen Bonacani down there with the cheerleaders.
With his little pom-poms.
Yeah, look at him go. He's doing.
He's having so much fun. Look at him. He doesn't know what to do.
Yeah, he's just looking to his left and his right. What do I do next?
He's like, what do I do?
He does not know what he's supposed to be saying, I think, too.
He's just having a straight face to smile.
He's loving them pom-poms.
Hey, who doesn't love a good set of pom-poms?
There you go. Trinity Kidder getting some great shots of that. Thank you, Trinity. Final 30 seconds of this game, and
what?
I'm not sure what the juniors were doing there.
I have no idea what is happening.
They keep moving the ball. Jacob Hugan keeps moving the ball 5 yards regardless. Giving the juniors a little bit of hope for next year. Final 10 seconds.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and that's game.
Ella Faust takes a snap and
Big
nice looking
throw.
pass, but over the head of her intended receiver. And the ball game is over.
18-6.
And the seniors have won the annual pom-pom or powder puff scrimmage here. And they win it by the score of 18-6. Well, girls, thank you.
Of course.
Trinity,
Of course.
thank you for being here.
Of
I just kind of
course.
recruited you out of the crowd and said, "Hey, come and help me. I need help." And you did. Thank you so much.
I'm always here except football games. Football games, I'll be on the field giving out water.
And Surrender will be up in the broadcast booth with me running the show tomorrow night. So, Trinity, thank you very much. And,
of course.
Have fun tomorrow night and have a good homecoming weekend, and appreciate all your help. So, and Serenity, thanks to you, and as always, and I'll see you tomorrow night, young lady.
Oh,
okay?
yeah. I'll see you at the pep assembly.
That's Friday.
Yeah.
I keep.
I'm like, I hear tomorrow, and I'm like,
this
wait.
is only Wednesday. What am I talking
Yeah.
about?
You're
here?
thinking about the round table.
It's been a long week already. It's been a very long week.
Yeah, it's been a long week, but I'll see you at the pep assembly,
Yep.
and then right after, I'll see you right at that game, too.
Okay, all right. Serenity Mefford and Trinity Kidder with us up here in the broadcast booth. Seniors win at 18-6. We'll come back. We'll wrap it all up for you in just a moment right here on the Railsplitter Radio Network.
City View's best tenderloin for 10 years running. Smitty's Tenderloin Shop is just one of those places on the south side that everyone knows and loves. Family owned and in business since 1953, Smitty's makes their tenderloins and onion rings from scratch every single day. Dine in or order out by calling 515-287-4742. Smitty's Tenderloin Shop at 1401 Army Post Road. Smitty says, eat a tenderloin.
You've heard of Murphy's Law. Todd Guessford has Todd Logic. It's a term his wife Kim came up with a few years ago, and wow, is she regretting that. This is the Railsplitter Roundtable on the Railsplitter Radio Network.
And we're back here at the new turf field below Hutchins Stadium. Our 2025 Powder Puff scrimmage is history and won tonight by the seniors, who scored 18 unanswered points after the juniors took a 6-0 lead in the game. The seniors came back, scored 18 unanswered, and they win it by the score of 18-6. So that is going to take care of that, and want to thank all the people that helped make this possible tonight, led by Activities Director Phil Chia. Phil with helping me with what I needed to get set up here tonight, and then Trinity Kidder. I literally recruited her out of the student body and said, "Hey, can you help me?" And she did. And of course, Serenity Mefford is always great about helping out, and she did tonight as well. We'll have our regular roundtable next Thursday night, a week from tomorrow night, we'll be back at the Smitty's Tenderloin Shop, 1401 Army Post Road, and we will we'll have our regular show for you from Smitty's Tenderloin Shop coming up next a week from Thursday night, and we hope you will join us for that. The homecoming activities continue on Friday. We will have the coronation ceremony, the King and Queen announcement, and the pep assembly. That's scheduled for 2:30 at the Melbourne Roundhouse Arena, John Carl Court. We are going to cover that live for you. We'll be there covering it live. We'll come on about 2:15 or so, and we won't. We'll kind of let the program speak for itself. We'll interject occasionally when we need to, but we look forward to covering that on Friday afternoon. And then after that, we will pack up our stuff and head over to MediaCom Stadium, and we'll have the football game for you on Friday night, Lincoln and Urbandale, and our pregame coverage from MediaCom Stadium Friday night will start at 5:45 p.m. Larry Gamblin will join me on the call. All right, well, that's going to do it here tonight, and we thank those of you out there watching tonight, wherever you might have been. Thanks for watching, and thanks for all the people involved that made it happen. The 2025 Powder Puff football game is history, won by the seniors by a score of 18-6. Todd Gesford saying thanks for watching, and good night from Lincoln High School. And this has been the Railsplitter Roundtable, a special edition of the Railsplitter Roundtable here on the Railsplitter Radio Network.